Today's episode of the Life in Attleboro podcast is proudly presented by Confidence Fitness. If there's one thing in life that we have at least a little control over, it's our health, what we decide to eat, and how much we decide to move our bodies. That's why I'm excited about this exclusive offer just for listening to the Life in Attleboro podcast. Confidence Fitness is offering a 2-week jumpstart program for just $99. It includes 6 small group personal training sessions so you can start building strength and muscle. You'll also receive their food and mood journal to get you thinking about what foods to eat and how they impact your body and mind. And you'll also get an in-body scan to measure your current body composition. All you have to do is go to lifeinattleboro.com and you'll see the link right there on our homepage. I'll also include the link in the show notes of this episode. Confidence Fitness is located at 453 South Main Street. Confidence Fitness. Strength for life, strength for sports. And now, on to the show. You are listening to the Life in Attleboro podcast, where we interview the city's most interesting people who are making a positive difference in our community. Hey everyone, I'm the host of the Life in Attleboro podcast, Mike Sullivan. Today we're bringing you a conversation with Sean and Nora Cryan. The married couple owns Confidence Fitness, and as you just heard, Confidence Fitness is the first ever sponsor of the Life in Attleboro podcast. Confidence Fitness is very involved in the community, and I'm very proud to have a sponsor that puts people's health first. Sean and Nora have an exclusive Life in Attleboro offer just for you. Enjoy episode 15 of the Life in Attleboro podcast. So one of the first things that I noticed when you simply Google Confidence Fitness, you're immediately hit with a perfect 5-star review. And that in today's world is an extremely difficult thing to achieve. So congrats on that. That means not one person has given you anything less than a perfect rating. So first of all, tell me, why is that? What's so awesome about Confidence Fitness?
I think a lot of people that come to us are either new to fitness or have had bad gym experiences in the past. So they're nervous, they're a little intimidated, and we do a really good job of making people feel welcome and making them feel like they belong here, meeting them where they're at, and then pushing them towards their goals. Right away when people come in, they feel like very put at ease and comfortable with the atmosphere. And we have an awesome community of members. So it's not just us and our coaches, it's the whole community just welcomes everybody in and really is supportive and encouraging. That combined with, we try to really be, strong in customer service too. That's led to where we are with our Google reviews.
And before we started recording, even a few days ago, we were speaking, Nora and Sean, and we were talking about how Confidence Fitness specializes in helping people over the age of 40 just gain strength and get strong and get more muscle. You're speaking directly to me, and a lot of Life in Attleboro podcast listeners are right in that age bracket. Speaking to all of us here, why should someone around that age become a member at Confidence Fitness?
I think you hit the nail on the head right there. It's strength, right? There's not a lot of places where you can go where you can get expert instruction on strength training. We pride ourselves on functional strength training. And so that's different than bodybuilding or powerlifting or anything like that. This is strength for everyday life. And all of our coaches, including ourselves and our coaching staff, are well schooled in functional strength. We're all certified functional strength coaches. And again, it speaks to our tagline of strength for life, right? We're in here getting strong for activities of daily living, or if you engage in leisure sports, we want to get you strong to be able to continue to pursue those activities as you age. So I think that's the difference, is we really take pride in expert instruction and functional strength.
You guys already touched on community, and it sounds like customization, very personal as well. So if I come to you and say, Nora and Sean, you know what, I want to shed 10 pounds. I want to get a little bit more muscle. I am over 40 now. So what happens from there? How customized and how personal is the Confidence Fitness experience?
Yeah, so when you come in for a session, everybody who comes in, they're going to meet one-on-one with usually me, and we'll talk about your health history. We'll talk about any injuries you've had, what your goals are, and that allows us to understand where you are and where you want to go. And then we'll go out on the floor, and for your first session, we're just testing things out, what's going to work, what's not going to work, and creating your workout, basically. And even within it's mostly small group personal training, but within that group, we're able to either progress or regress an exercise based on the people that are there. So we can dial it in and really customize the workout, even though it's a group, to the individuals that are in that group right from day one.
Excellent. I have a question for you. So this is important to a lot of people. They want to get going. They want to take that first step, but they just can't seem to do it. So Sean, for anyone who has been thinking about getting in shape or becoming more active, but again, can't just get to taking that first step, what's your message to them?
Start walking. If somebody is literally so deconditioned that they're not even ready for a gym setting yet, I think it's go out and start taking walks. And the more consistent you become with taking a daily walk, the more ready you're going to be for entering into any sort of a gym setting.
Love it. And Nora, a lot of people in that 40 age, you talk about children and teens, which I will get to. You have programs for them, and even seniors, older people. Perhaps the people who are most intimidated to walk into a gym is that 40-ish crowd. So can you just explain the more about the community and the atmosphere within the gym itself to help eliminate any feelings of intimidation?
Yeah, we've got the best members. We pride ourselves on greeting everybody by name when they come in the door. And our members do that too. So they see someone new and they're going over and introducing themselves. And the next time they see that person come in, hey, good to see you back. I'm glad you came back. Our community just is awesome in that way. Very friendly, very supportive. And so people that come in feeling that intimidation, it just melts away quickly. We have so many people that have told us that they came in not expecting to sign up for a gym membership. They were like, this is not going to happen. I'm just coming in just to check it out. And they leave with the membership and they're like, oh my gosh, I never would have thought I would have joined. So there's that element of like pleasantly surprised when people come in and get that warm reception that they don't at a lot of bigger gyms. We've had people say, I feel like more than just a number here. Like you guys actually take the time to know my name and know me. We like to know the people and build those relationships.
That's huge. It actually leads me to my next question here. So I understand you have an exclusive offer for Life in Attleboro member listeners, podcast listeners. So, or anyone who's just listening to the podcast, can you share what this special offer is?
Yeah. So for your podcast listeners, we are offering a super exclusive 2-week Jumpstart membership for just $99. So with that, They'll get 6 training sessions to use over the 2 weeks. They will get our food and mood journal, which will help them keep track of what they're eating and how it's making them feel. And then they'll also get an in-body scan too to see where they are with their body composition. And then we can set some goals from there.
Love that. Thank you for making that offer. I appreciate it. And everyone, take advantage of it because that can literally change your life. Those 6 workouts together. Can you guys touch on the diet part real quick? How important is the food portion of gaining muscle, gaining strength? Do you guys believe in diets, or is it more food to fuel your workout and just all encompassing? Can you just touch on the diet part, the food part of everything?
Yeah, I'll start and then I'll kick it to Nora. But yeah, here's the thing. No amount of exercise can overcome what you're doing outside of the gym with your nutrition and your lifestyle habits. So when somebody comes in, we try to be really clear that, yeah, this is a big part of your fitness journey, but make no mistake, you're not going to overcome what you're doing those other days and for those other hours throughout the week. So we really try to educate people that this is a lifestyle change, but it's only part of a lifestyle change. And people really need to take the reins themselves outside of the gym. We'll guide them. Nora is really good at guiding people in terms of nutrition. She's a certified nutrition coach and handles all of our nutrition coaching. But we don't subscribe to any one diet or any one way of eating. And I'll kick it to Nora for more.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Sean hit the nail on the head with that. But more specifically, our approach to nutrition is really very pragmatic. We're going to help people build habits that are sustainable. So I never would tell somebody it's 1,200 calories and this is you can only eat these foods. We really look at how many calories, how many macros each person individually should have. But also beyond that, like what's realistic for them now? What changes can they easily make to get some quick wins that they can build and make progress on over time? So it's creating habits that are going to become part of that lifestyle that Sean was just talking about that will help them get to those goals. There's so many quick fixes and different diets out there that get people quick results, but they're so drastic that people don't stick to them and then they roll back to where they were. So we want people to see it's a slower, longer process, but we want to see people have that success for the long term and stick with it.
It is a journey for sure. All right. So you touched on this earlier, but I want to go more in depth a little bit. So it's not just the over 40 crowd that you guys specialize with. You and your personal training staff help teens excel in their sports. I know our own Attleboro's own Olympian, Zuri Ferguson, who is also a guest on Life in Attleboro podcast. She trains at your gym at Confidence Fitness. She and her father gave me the okay to share that, so we're good there. But clearly you guys are doing something right to get results for people if you have an Olympian training at your gym. So for parents with younger athletes, teen athletes, what kind of programs do you guys offer for them?
Yeah, so our youth sports performance programs, we have middle school and high school, and we divide them up. So we want to make sure that it's age appropriate. That's number one. And with the kids, what we're really trying to do is set them up for a life of success with fitness. And so not a lot of people think about this, right? When they want to send their child to a sports performance program, they think, oh, I want to get my son or daughter really strong and really fast and really powerful for sports. And that's great, right? That's one thing in the immediate that we're looking at, but also educating them about how to have a healthy relationship with fitness for their entire life, right? So they learn proper form and technique on strength training and cardiovascular training. And what we're really trying to do is build confidence in the gym so that they can, on their own, if they have the opportunity, they can walk into some sort of a commercial gym and feel comfortable and confident that they can exercise safely. So I think there's a little bit more to it than sports performance that people don't often talk about, but that's an important factor that we like to highlight.
Excellent. Nora, anything else you'd like to add on that?
Our athletes are getting not just the fitness and the sports performance, but also some character building too within the group. There's opportunities for them to be a team player, be a leader. Our coach, Jack, who does most of our sports performance training now, is awesome at talking to them about mindset and that confidence building piece too. So it's getting them to have a growth mindset and to think positively and to learn how to overcome obstacles that transfers into their daily life, not just in the gym too, that we like to highlight for our athletes as well.
Nice. Very good. So the Life in Attleboro podcast is all about supporting community, promoting positivity. And I know a few months back, Confidence Fitness was a sponsor at the Bombardier Blitz 5K and walk for the Attleboro high school football team. My kiddos actually participated in the fun run. It was a rainy little day, but it's just water. So my 3-year-old, now 4-year-old, started crying about halfway through that fun run. And we were able to, she started crying because her big brother took off on her and cross the finish line first, but I was able to cross the finish line holding her hand. It was a fun little memory. There's some pictures of it, so we love that little memory. But I understand Confidence Fitness is also very involved in the community because you guys were a sponsor there. Can you tell us how you guys are involved in the bigger community, not just the gym itself?
Yeah, we've always said we want to be a part of the community, and not only the community in the gym, but the greater Attleboro community too. Whenever there are opportunities to sponsor teams or youth leagues, we've tried to do that. We typically run fundraisers throughout the year here at the gym for various causes. So we've done breast cancer fundraisers in October. Typically every November we do a Veterans Day fundraiser to support Homes for Our Troops. They're a national organization, but their headquarters is just down the road in Taunton. We picked them just because they were a fairly local organization. We do Christmases for kids every year, so we do a big toy drive, and we have a lot of fun donating the toys, and it's always awesome to see the mountain of toys as it grows every week by week, great. And we support that cause too. And then 5Ks and different things like that, any opportunities that we can support the causes that are local to us in town here.
And thank you for being the first ever sponsor for the Life in Attleboro podcast. This means a super lot to me, so I appreciate it. I am all about, this is great. I love anything that can improve somebody's life, help somebody else in the city. So I am happy and proud that Confidence Fitness is the first sponsor ever. Sean, what else should we know about Confidence Fitness? Just anything we haven't mentioned yet that you would like people to know?
I would want people to know that behind the scenes, we work diligently to try to constantly improve. We're all about constant improvement. And whether that be our customer service, our programs, the skill and ability level of our coaches, we are constantly assessing and reassessing and saying, how can we make this better? And I think that growth mindset, like Nora mentioned, is inherent in all of our staff. And we really vet people when we bring them on as staff.
Yeah.
And we are really excited about the people that we have on our coaching staff right now because they all share that growth mindset. I think that would be the thing that I would want people to know, that there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes in terms of improvement and growth.
I think your 5-star perfect rating would support what you just said right there, Sean. So thank you very much. Nora, anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I think that sums it up.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. All right, cool. Sean and Nora Cryan of Confidence Fitness, 453 South Main Street in Attleboro. Thank you so much for joining us on the Life in Attleboro podcast. Thank you for being a sponsor, and thank you for sharing some ways that people can improve their life starting right now. I'm going to include that special exclusive offer in the show notes below, so make sure you guys check that out. It'll bring you right to their page, and you can sign up and get those exclusive benefits. Sean and Nora, thank you again. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
Our pleasure. Thanks, Mike.
I really hope you enjoyed our conversation with Sean and Nora, owners of Confidence Fitness and sponsor of the Life in Attleboro podcast. Again, if you'd like to take advantage of the exclusive offer, just go to lifeinattleboro.com and click on the Confidence Fitness logo. You'll also find the link in the show notes of this episode. If you're enjoying the Life in Attleboro podcast, please subscribe and leave a 5-star review. I'd really appreciate it. Also, make sure you're signed up for our email list. That's where you're going to get exclusive benefits, including early access to every new podcast episode, special savings at Attleboro restaurants and businesses, and you'll stay in the know about cool events in our great city. Just go to lifeinattleboro.com and you'll see the sign-up display right there on the homepage. And if you know someone who would make a great guest on our podcast, please shoot us an email at lifeinattleboro@gmail.com. That's it for today. Life in Attleboro is a great thing. Support our community, promote positivity, and make a stranger smile. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Life in Attleboro podcast.